when someone is experiencing something that's out of order, let's say, and they don't know where it's coming from. Let's say they notice like, wow, I really struggle with suicidal thoughts. I don't know what that's about. I've been depressed my whole life, or oh, I keep attracting really bad guys into my life. So what can cause a disorder are things like an unacknowledged ancestor, anybody that was rejected from the family and not acknowledged, that didn't have a place of belonging. Traumas, things like war, unresolved issues from war, where they're, victims and perpetrators. Certainly, when roles are reversed, when the child is acting as a parent and the parent is acting like the child, those kind of things. Miscarriages, abortions, murders, I mean, all kinds of crazy things, right? Incest, that might not have happened in your family of origin, although they certainly could have,
Mhm.
which family constellations can address. And so even these things that get purposely buried, family secrets, for example, something your mother knows and never told you about, it gets revealed. And she looked to my mom and she said, "Did you have any miscarriages or stillbirths?" And my mother said, "Yeah, I had two miscarriages," which I knew nothing about. That was totally news to me.
Mhm.
Uh, so the minute I stepped in, I was overcome with my whole body started to shake and I broke out sobbing like the weight that I had been carrying for so long, to have it finally given back. Or there was one case I was reading about a woman who was terrified of elevators. Like she just could not get into an elevator. She would just have panic attacks.
Mhm.
And they were able to trace it somehow in the constellation.
Mhm.
And then she found herself no longer having panic, could get in an elevator no problem after that. The next day, she, my mother gets a phone call and it's this man's voice. She has it on speaker and it's this man's voice talking to her. And I was like, who is she talking to? And then I realized it was my brother. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's my brother. I was
You
like, oh
haven't
my,
heard his voice in
he
so
sounds so different. He sounds so different. He sounds happy. He sounds like totally not angry, and